Welcome viewers to another live stream from Kime to Go. Today I have the Flat Cap Cafe Racer with me. This is Jerry. Hello, Jerry.
Hello, Joe.
You okay?
I'm doing fine.
Back from your travels, where have you been? And sure we'll hear about them at some stage on your channel.
Yeah, I'm going to release a video, I think, tomorrow, I think.
Brilliant. I look forward to that. In this video today, I've got a couple of things. We'll need a bit of help off people, really, to be honest. I haven't got a wireless microphone for any of my kit here. I just use it's a condenser microphone plugged into my GoPro. And here's the GoPro here. And all I do is plug a microphone into the side. Don't know whether you've seen the GoPros, but you plug it into the media mod and you put the microphone in your hat. And I've noticed recently on I'm just going to add Nige to the stage. 1 second. Hello, Nige.
Evening, gents.
Welcome. Thank you for coming along. We've got Jerry here, Flat Cap Cafe Racer. I think you know Jerry, don't you?
I do.
I start the stream off asking for a bit of help, really, because I've got no wireless mic for my setup. And the other day I wanted to do some work in the garage and show a little video of me in the garage, but the microphone on the GoPro on its own wasn't sufficient for me walking around and doing it. So I thought I'd think of getting a wireless mic. And I was watching MotoBaumVirginia today. He had a live stream, and on his live stream he was showing his one, which was a Ulanzi one, and he said he had no problems with it and it was a pretty good one. So I'm going to try and find out if anybody's got any information which one you think I should buy, remembering that I am not the richest person in the world and I like to have a bargain. I don't know. It's not whether it's cheap or whether it's the dearest one, but it's what's the most effective one without wasting money, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because you might be able to buy one that costs like 300 quid, but it'll do exactly the same as one that costs, say, 80 quid or something. And unless somebody knows.
I take it you can hear me okay on this on using the other camera this week.
No, I think your microphone's a bit iffy. I think you need a new microphone on there.
Well, as luck would have it.
Oh, good. I've got a book here for notes because I'm going to make some notes on this one. So if I've got my head down here, I'm making notes on what people think. Which one do you use?
I use that DJI Mic 2.
That's the most expensive one, isn't it?
You can buy that on its own, which I think is 89 quid. Now that will pair with, I think it pairs with the GoPro. It's a shame Howie's not here because I'm sure he's paired that with his GoPro.
Yeah.
It also pairs Bluetooth to my Insta. Yeah, that's the one with 2. You can buy it that on its own, or you can buy it with the receiving unit as well. Okay. That you get 2 adapters, one for Android, one for iPhone, so you can plug that into your phone and wear that, and then that will pick up and record it to your phone, or you can plug that into your camera. I'm sure the GoPro's Bluetooth straight to it, so I'm sure you can wear that and it will record to your camera straight away.
No, I never realised that. What I could, rather than use a lead, you can plug it straight in.
Yeah,
this is my phone here.
I bought one of these on its own, not realising that you couldn't adjust the gain or anything on it. You can't adjust the gain or anything on this. You either have to have that or the Osmo Action 4 upwards.
Okay.
But I mean, they're brilliant. That obviously that's just the wind deflector. I see a lot of people like Jerry, that cap you're wearing, they'll clip it to the cap, and it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
So how do you find it with wind? If I was riding, I'm not going to be using it probably for very long, but if I had that in my hand, say, and I was riding along the wind, do them dead cats, I think you call them, nice name.
Yeah, that dead cat. Yeah. There's also a setting on it that you can virtually get rid of all the wind noise as well. But what it does do is gets rid of the noise of the bike as well, which makes it almost seems like it's been overdubbed when in actual fact it hasn't.
But if you have
this, this is pretty good. I mean, those last few videos I've been using this.
Yeah. But if you had two of them, you could put one outside. Two of those
with that, then both of those recorded would, if say that was plugged into your camera, both of those mics would be recorded to your camera footage.
Ah.
So that and that is 100 and I think it was 189 quid.
Good evening, Motto.
It's the single transmitter, single receiver.
And how much was that one? Did you say? Sorry, I missed that.
I think it was 189. It might be 149, but I'm sure it was 189.
Okay. And Motto Tour Island's just arrived. He's in the side chat, so thank you for coming along there. We're just talking about radio mics and which one's the best for me. Bargain one, basically. It's not the most expensive, but even if the expensive one is the best one, then that's the best thing to do. Which mic do you use, Jerry? What mic do you use?
I'm using just a cheap lapel mic with a connector to my GoPro, but I also have a lot of problems. And I just got back from that trip and had probably 3 or 4 videos that I lost all the audio on. And I have an X3, Instant X3, that I don't have any kind of audio except for the wind noise,
Yeah, so, no, I get a lot of wind noise on mine, especially on the 125, because it's not got the screen there. And that's what I'm trying to get rid of.
Right. I was looking for the X3. I know that Bandit Man UK, he and Richard and Carol had some really nice audio. And I think
they used the Rode, didn't they?
They use the Rode mics, and I like to be able to do that, but I can't figure out exactly all the equipment I need to get for my X3. It looks like it's got
is this the Rode one?
Adapter,
Yeah, so I think what Richard and Carol have got is the 2 transmitters, obviously one each. They have those in their pocket or whatever, and then have a lavalier mic coming up into the microphone, plugged into the transmitter boxes in their pocket, and then the receiver unit they plug into their Insta X2.
Oh.
What? Okay. So they plug the receiver into the Insta X2, then they have 2 transmitters they keep in their pocket, but you need to run a wire mic down to that and into your helmet. Is that right?
Yeah, I don't think you have to, but obviously the size of those compared to that DJI Mic 2, the Rodes are a lot bigger. I mean, that DJI Mic 2, I just tuck in the front part of the helmet on a magnetic clip.
Okay.
But yeah, Richard and Carol, as far as I'm aware, they ran a lavalier mic that is in their helmet, plug it into their pocket.
Yeah, well, that's helpful information because I'm so jealous of their audio. I mean,
it's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah,
it really is.
I'm scared to give Mr. Bill another microphone because he's going to tell him what to say.
I do love your videos, Jerry, when you talk to Mr. Bill and you're saying wave me. Sometimes he doesn't communicate with you, whether he hears you or not, but he gives you a wave or something, doesn't he? You normally say wave, Mr. Bill.
Half the time he forgets his stuff, his microphone. Then the other time he says stuff that I can't put on there, so he wonders why. Well, I was talking the whole time. I said, well, yeah, but you said a lot of stuff that I'm probably not going to put on this video.
probably being very honest, isn't he? That's why.
Yeah, well, we get off on tangents sometimes. We're as bikers are known to do when you're doing a long ride. You ride for a couple hours. You're talking about everything, right?
Yeah.
So
you have to keep some of it to yourself. It was brilliant.
I just had a look, Joe. The one that I've got is 189, and that's. Be careful when you're looking at it though, because there's the DJI mic and the DJI Mic 2.
So which one's the one you've got?
The 2. Obviously, it's the better one. It's been updated, and I think range-wise, it's probably the best one out there with the Rode. I mean, I've seen quite a few using those Ulanzis and that, and they're getting on fine with them. But I think distance-wise, it's not as good as these.
Yeah, well, the Ulanzi one, I've got a thing of the Ulanzi one here, and this is their one here, which is I got these. Or this is the similar sort of thing, in a like a power charging pack that you have as well. And they say they get 200 meters on them, but I would never need 200 meters, to be honest with you. I think this one's only £90. It's like half the price, or less than half the price.
Yeah.
The other ones, yeah. And I'm going back to the fact that I'm a sort of not stingy, but I don't want to buy something. If I'd know somebody who's used one, which MotoBaumVirginia, he used it and he says it's really, really good. He doesn't have any issues with it. He just clips it on his mic here, and the other bits in his plugged into his computer.
I mean, the good thing, I think, if you buy it with Amazon, if you do use it and it's not up to scratch, you do get so long to send it back, don't you?
That's a good idea.
Are all those things compatible with is the DJI stuff compatible with GoPro and the Insta360s?
Well, the camera, I'm just going to pick it up. I'm using it now. I've got the Insta360, the Ace Pro, and obviously that's got the Bluetooth, so you can pair that mic straight to the Insta. There is a video actually on my channel when I first got the mic too. I paired it to the Insta, and it was so overpowering, it was distorted and everything. And it was because I didn't realize you can't reduce the gain. You can reduce it on the camera, but you can't reduce it on the mic on its own. You needed either the receiver or the Action 4 to be able to reduce the gain on it.
Yeah. And it does have Bluetooth connectivity, that.
Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to try it, Joe, before you fork out and buy one, I mean, I did the same with Alex with Bleary View when Alex went on holiday when he did his where did he go?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Switzerland, was it? Switzerland, wasn't it? Not long before he went, his camera packed up, and he said he was saying he's going to have to buy a new one. I said, well, don't go buy a new one straight away. Take my Insta X2, because he was considering one anyway. So he took my Insta X2 to Switzerland, loved it, and of course he landed up buying it off me.
Well, brilliant, yeah. Well, that means you haven't got one left now, have you?
Not the X2, no. And it's funny because it was only looking today. I'm waiting for the Action 5 to come out to see whether it's a massive upgrade over the 4. Yeah. If it's not, then the Action 4 would be the one to get because they've knocked £100 off of it.
It depends what you want from it, I suppose, doesn't it? If you want most of the things on this GoPro that I've got, people knock them and that and say they're not good and this, that, and the other. But what I do, and the quality that I want, this does everything. It never drops out. I just plug it into here, and it goes up to the cloud, and it's on my computer in a few minutes. And I've never had an issue with it.
I had the Hero 7 GoPro, and it was absolutely brilliant. But you get this little black mic adapter box with big thick cable out of it, and that was stuck on the side of the helmet. Yeah, and I got the blue tack round the joints to try and waterproof it as much as you can, weatherproof it. But once the rain got into it, it was knackered. But it was fine until it started playing up, and then corrupted files and all sorts.
You know, when it comes down to it, I kind of need, you guys are, Nige, you're speaking about stuff that it should be perfectly clear to a normal idiot, but I almost need pictures with part numbers and things so I can get them all together, because I'll end up buying the wrong things. I was riding this week. I spent a week riding with my nephews, and I had my 360 on, but somewhere along the line I pushed the front only. There's two buttons.
Lens,
So I get home and I find out I didn't record anything but one direction. Then I get some of my other videos that the audio is completely gone. So I'm trying to put a video together from the thing, and I'm having to balance out exactly what I have and what I don't have.
Yeah. But I was going to say, Joe, if you want to try it before you buy one, I'll ping that up and you can give it a go for a week or so.
Oh, that's a nice offer, but I'm hoping that if I can get something like Richard and Carol have, that would be great, because I don't want to buy it. I've got that nice X3, and it does pretty well. I just hadn't figured out how to do the audio with it yet.
Yeah.
What I might do, I might purchase, go for one and see what it's like, and give them a try and send it back if they're not right. That's all.
Yeah.
That's probably the.
Well, the single one that I bought initially, I thought that's fine. I'll keep it, and I'll have the two. And when I go out with Mike or whoever, at least we've both got the mics on. And again, there's a video on there where we were using both of them, and I had the receiver plugged into the camera, so it was recording both. But the good thing with these, the DJIs, they can record to themselves as well. So you don't need the receiver 100% of the time. Yeah. What you can do is record all your comms actually on your transmitter. So I think it's Float 32, is it? That basically, if you're talking so loud it's distorting it, that actually records it, I think -6 decibels lower than what you've got it set at. So it would take away any distortion, hopefully.
I think it'd be cheaper, Joe, for me to just send a plane ticket over to Nige and
well, Moto Tour's got a bit of a solution here, and if you've got a link to that actual item that you use, give us a link in the detail in the chat there, and I'll bring it up on the screen. We'll have a look at that, because I always like a bargain. He's bought a no brand name wireless microphone kit from Amazon, where the transmitter plugs into his chin camera. But
I mean, they're so good now, and even the cheaper Chinese ones, they're so good. I mean, Zed's here, Stu. I know he's just got the Mic 2 as well, and he's got the Action 4, which is exactly what the Mic 2 was made for. So those two pair together brilliantly. It's probably the best quality recorded audio I've heard is the Mic 2 with the Action 4. There you go. He's just said he's bought 4.
One more question, Nige.
Yeah.
With Richard and Carol, when they do the road ones, so when Carol's talking, they have one camera, right? So both their conversations are recorded on that one camera.
Recorded on that one camera. Man, and I'm pretty sure that the microphone they use in their helmets is that one. Very two.
Oh yeah. That's
look at he's got everything I need right there, Joe.
Where do
you live at? I'll come over and pick that stuff up.
But that, when I bought it, that was £2.20 on eBay. And it's nothing special. And yet the minute that these things took off and everybody was getting them, these have shot up to about 20 quid now.
Oh man, sell it back on eBay and make a bit of profit.
Yeah, sell it and make a profit.
Good evening, MotoBaumVirginia. Have you checked out his website lately? Right, have you checked out MotoBaum's channel? Have you been there at all?
I haven't yet.
I'm not used to putting the links on the screen here. I know you can, but I'm not really good at doing that just yet. But I'll put links at the end of this.
I have subbed. It's in me thing ready to go take a look. I had 18 fence panels delivered, so I had to stain them all.
Oh.
And of course, they're 6 foot high panels. So to get the 6 foot high panels that slot down into the grooves on the concrete posts, you've got to lift them up 6 foot. Well, of course, they're 6 foot as well, so that's 12 foot up in the air. Yeah. So good job. I got 4 son-in-laws.
What Zedhead saying, Stu? He's saying that he's got a DJI Osmo. Have you heard of them ones?
Yeah. But that's
are they good or?
That's the camera. That's the Action 4 camera. But Stu's got the Mic 2, the same as I have.
Ah, right. Okay.
That's the best pairing. Okay.
I'm not familiar with these sort of things, so. That's why I'm trying to get a bit of advice now on Moto using the, as I say, the Ulanzi one, and he seems to have no issues with it. And I know that's reasonably cheap. That's about 80 quid, that one.
Well, I'm just trying to get a list of part numbers together so I can put in for my birthday to my wife.
Oh, yeah. You get a new mic system. You get a wireless mic system for yourself.
Yeah, she has all the money, too, so.
You don't keep all your money, does she? I hope he lets you spend something.
She gives me what I need. Except when I go to the motorcycle shop, and then she makes
Well,
sure.
the funny thing is, there's my my little kitty for the next camera.
So how full is it? Is it nearly full to the top?
Yeah, but yeah, that's the one I got. I bought the single because I already had the single one anyway. But Mike bought the other single one off me. So
does that have the charger with it? Is that got? Does that slot into that? Is that a charger as well as a receiver, or is that not?
So that's your actual mic. That's your transmitter.
Yeah.
That's your receiver. So with that, you get two different adapters, if you like, to plug into either an Android or a iPhone.
Okay.
Those type of fittings, but just a normal USB-C to charge both of those. And they last for it's hours and hours and hours.
It's not rechargeable. Is it rechargeable?
Yeah. Both of those are USB-C chargeable.
Okay. You buy all the decent gear though, don't you, Nige? You type
250 meters. These are.
We got to find out where he lives, Joe.
Yeah, we have to find out.
I don't know where you did.
He's got all the good.
Yeah, so these have got a range of 250 meters allegedly, and 14-hour internal recording. So recording to the mic itself.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, your Landsy one's got.
Yeah, it's 32-bit float. That's where it records at -6 decibels lower than what it should.
Anything will be better than my quality at the moment on the bike, because I was out doing the video for the left and right hand challenge. I've done. I've got all the video for it, and some of it I've had to modify the audio a little bit because it's all windy and horrible. So I want to just try and make that a little bit better. Hopefully, I get it right. And Zedhead is saying one of the extra features that I got with my DJI package is that a 3 battery charger scan actually be used as a power bank. Now that's a handy thing to have as well, isn't it? Because if you've got a mobile phone out and about and you want to charge something up, that's very, very handy. That is actually.
Yeah, I mean they are. They're and I've found that all DJI, no matter whether it's the drone, the cameras, it's all decent quality.
I've got DJI drones.
That's what Stu's on about. You get
oh yeah.
So you get three batteries with it. I mean, compared to a GoPro, the batteries in the DJI cameras last a hell of a lot longer.
Wow. I've got the GoPros anyway. I have to stick with them because I don't want to buy another one. It costs me a bit. They're pretty expensive now. Cameras are about 300 odd quid, aren't they?
Problem is, you can go on and spend thousands, couldn't you? You just these cameras and everything keep coming out, and you keep, oh yeah, well I'll have that. But to be honest, you're really going to use everything that they're capable of.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing on there apparently goes up to 8K.
Yeah. But no problem, MotoTool. I'll track them down the generic type mics and have a quick look at that. See how we go. But it's a good option to use. I shall give them a go. Now, as well as microphones, I was thinking this week as well, I'm going to try and change the background that I use. It's not related to microphones at all. This is completely different. So if anybody comes up with any microphone comments, we'll take them and we'll keep bringing them on. But if I show you a sort of a backdrop, which I was going to put on my computer, but on the backdrop that you can see, and you see I've got the motorbike there. If I change that and show you a screen, which let me see if I can do it, and I hope I don't get shot by YouTube. Let me just put this on here. Now, can you see that backdrop there?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Now, what I was thinking of doing is on my live streams, I wanted to put some of these channel icons here, which are from the channels that I like. Oh, wait a minute. Let me just get rid of this. Oh, hang on a minute. I just want to do something before. I want to see this. Oh, I can't see it. I'm a bit lost here. I've lost something. Yeah, what I was going to do is every week I was going to put these on there for the channels that I actually watch and I enjoy watching, which are current and sort of thing. I was going to put a thing on here, and every week have a shout out for whoever one of these is on here. as just something to make it a little bit interesting. But I was thinking about copyright and things like that by putting people's icons up here. And I was wondering if YouTube would actually give me any sort of grief for putting these sort of things on there. I could change them every week. And then what you do, whoever's on the live stream, we can have like a little vote or discussion as who we want to do a shout out for. And we pick one and we have a shout out for that person. So what do you think of that? As do you think they would stop us doing that, or would I have to contact every single person on that list before I put the background on there? That was my worry.
I wouldn't have thought so, but YouTube's a blooming you wouldn't believe. I mean, you get, what was it I wrote in a comment the other day? I wrote bitch and it gave me a warning.
Did it?
And yet some of it, it says something about meeting their policies or whatever, because I wrote the word bitch, and yet some of the stuff you see on there, you see people dying and God knows what. Was
that in the side chat on a live stream or something?
No, it was a comment on somebody's video.
It wasn't one of mine, was it? I think I might have deleted that.
It gave me a bollocking.
I probably didn't see it quick enough, that one, Nige, to delete it myself. There's people getting a lot of problems with YouTube and things, with copyrights and things. Like,
Stu's just said he's got Triumph in his logo.
Yeah. Oh, I put that on the screen as well. His was on there, I think.
I don't think they would say anything about your logos.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah. But do you think it's polite, I suppose, to ask the people first? So what I was going to think of doing is putting like a thing on my community page or something, asking people, do you want to have your logo featured on the channel in the on the background of my lives? And then what I was going to do is these, if I fill that up with say 20 or 30 and it gets full, I can then make another one. And what I'd probably like to do is at the end of my videos, flick them through at the end of the videos, just as a bit of an ending to my videos. I suppose it's a good idea. Somehow or other, I'll just have to put a thing in the comments section or the community section asking people, are they happy to do that? So I don't want to get into trouble with anybody. Somebody might not want them showing up there.
I don't know why. I mean, yeah, there's always that one person, but I can't think of anybody that would, should be happy that you're putting stuff up there about their channel.
Yeah.
I would think so as well, but it's just a polite gesture to ask somebody or get them to say, put it there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have any problems if anybody did it to me, but, YouTube can be funny with videos.
Yeah, like, as Jerry says, I think they'd be happy with it.
I put your stickers on my helmet and show those in videos every time,
Brilliant. I know, yeah.
In fact, I'm getting a new one, Joe. I'm getting my niece is making a new logo for me, so I'm going to be sending you some stickers. So you.
No, I've seen a new logo on your channel. Have you put it on your channel already?
Yeah, but I haven't got the proper art yet. But she's made it for me, so I'm finally getting to making some stickers. You've shamed me.
It'd be nice to see them. Yeah, it'd be brilliant. Always good to have a sticker.
I did try and post a link, Joe, to it's Comica wireless dual lavalier mics. They're a copy of the Rode mics, but they're cheaper than Comica. COMICA.
COMICA. This is the ones that Moto Tour's on about. Is this one Moto Tour's
on the floor here?
Is that the one that Moto Tour is about?
I don't know whether that's the one he was on about. I mean, there's loads. There's loads of the Chinese ones. Yeah. But these Comica ones don't look they look quite professional, to be honest.
Yeah. So
and Comica makes some good lavalier mics.
Yeah, well, I've got one taker for putting their sticker on my banner at the back anyway. Zedhead said he doesn't mind his being on there, so I'm going to make sure he's the first one. And you guys there, Jerry, I'm going to put yours on there if that's okay.
Okay, and
Are you happy with that, Nige?
Definitely.
I'm going to be changing mine.
Yeah,
I'm going to get my ugly face off of it. So.
I'll put your new one. When you send your new one, let me know, and I'll put that on there.
Okay,
I'll make sure the others.
I appreciate that. That would be really good. I think I'm going to have to move my Bandit Man UK that I've got across my helmet right here.
Yeah.
Because some people think you're not the Bandit Man UK, so I'm going to have to put him over to the side or something.
Now there's one good thing that Stu said. He said at best add the channel to the description to allow people to check it out. Now that's a good thing. Now in my descriptions at the end, I normally put all the links to the people who are on the lives and also people who are in the actual side chat, just as a courtesy thing. And to add, if I had like the background sort of thing, always have the links of the people who are in it on the video or on the background, if you know what I mean. That's a good idea to have that on there as well, to make sure there's a link to all the channels as well as mention them on the channel. Welcome, Brown Chicken. Welcome in. Stop to say hi. Another one of my new channels I'm checking out. There's a lot of good channels in around. There's a lot to check out, I can tell you.
I think I found the mics that Moto's on about 20 quid. If you just type in what Moto put, it's just that
was a long list. That to type in was very, very long, wasn't it?
Yeah. But if you just go to Amazon and do a search for wireless lavalier microphones,
I'll give it a go.
It's
that sounds about my price range. That does.
What, 20 quid?
Let me see. Oh yeah, I can see a lot here.
Wireless lavalier microphones.
I can see them. Yeah, are they the round ones? They're like a round sort of shape.
It's Amazon's choice.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I see it now. Yeah.
I didn't know if you could put it up on screen, then Moto could let you know if that's the ones.
Yeah, I can put that up on the screen. Let's have a look. Is it this one here? Is that the one you're on about, or so? Tor? Yeah, I totally agree, Zedhead. I totally agree. So yeah, that's what I might start doing. So if anybody, spread it around. If anybody wants their logos on my channel, give them a shout and tell them to put a post in the comments or in the community section. So every time I see somebody, I'll ask them anyway, and put a link to the channel and all the usual things. The channel's all of a sudden getting quite busy again. It normally does. A lot of comments coming through. So yeah, I might. I'm going to have a look through. And the thing is, the more you talk about it, the more you find that you think, well, there's too many. Which one do you get?
Yeah.
You get inundated with them, and you have to just plump for one and hope it's right. A bit like when I got my my programmer for my bike. I got one that's for cars with an adapter, and it didn't work. And then I had to buy a different one to get it the right one.
Oh, there you go. Bottom right microphone on the screen.
Bottom right, 14. That's cheap.
Is it?
Yeah, that's a bit. That's it doesn't look. How can you make that for 14 quid? I don't know how you can do it.
Well, they love you long time for $5.
Yeah, oh yeah. So I've seen something else that's happening on YouTube as well. And Jerry, you might be able to help me out on this one. There's channels where they're using I've got another video. I have another channel which is I don't use it at all. But what I did, I use it for testing things and testing out. When I'm going live, I can do a live test on it without worrying about it going anywhere. And I use that channel for that. But I've got a couple of videos which I've copied over from my channel to that channel, sort of test it out, make sure and put some things in there and see if they get any response or anything, or how quick you get a response. And I think, Jerry, you've got a bit of something you can enlighten us on that, because that's quite that's something that YouTube like, I believe.
Yeah, I started my Just Dad channel probably 12, 13 years ago. And it wasn't, I did a lot of videos on it, 300, 400 videos. And I decided I would try something, just an experiment. So I opened another channel, but with a different name. And I put the same exact videos on there. And sure enough, the Flat Cap Cafe Racer channel was doing like 3 or 4 times more, 7 or 8 times more. And I thought, well, that's fine. I only had like less than 500 subscribers on the first channel. And then all of a sudden YouTube sends me notifications that my Just Dad channel have copyright infringements, from my Flat Cap Cafe Racer, because I take the exact same video and put it on the other channel.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And they said you can't do that unless you change, substantially change some of the content. You can use bits and pieces, but you can't use the whole thing. I'm going, it's my channel. Why can't I?
Yeah.
And I said, no, you can't. So I've decided to, once I got to 500 subscribers, which I did, I think yesterday on my Just Dad channel, I went ahead and said, well, this is the last one I'm going to be posting over here, because I don't need that hassle of being, accused of copyrighting myself,
Yeah.
And you can't explain it. I mean, you try to say, well, they said, well, no, you got to change it. I said, it's not worth the effort for me. So.
Yeah, I would have thought there's two, like, if you do a YouTube video, you can put the standard license on it, or you can put what's called a, I don't know what the second license is. There's a standard license and there's commercial, another license. And that other license gives people permission to use your videos anyway. So if you transfer them over in your videos, it shouldn't be an issue, I would have thought.
Well, I think the common use is they can use parts of it, but they can't
use all of it, I think.
Can't use all of it and call it theirs. And that's,
not to call it.
And that's probably a good idea. But I just thought, well, it was a kind of a 2-year or 3-year long experiment. It showed me what I needed to know. So I don't want to use our Flat Cap Cafe Racer channel, because it gets a lot more views and more subscribers. So I'll leave all my videos over on my Just Dad channel. I got like 500 videos over there. I'll just leave them there, and hopefully they'll leave me alone.
Yeah, it's doing really well, your channel as well at the moment. Doing really
well. You know what?
That video you did with the racing was brilliant. 11,000 views, I think you said, didn't it?
Yeah, I have to go out to Bonneville and risk my life to get those views, though. I don't think I'm going to do that a lot. But Nige, what I'm seeing is Joe, man, he's in the passing lane now. He's, every time I see his subscribers are jumping up,
Yeah, you're up, 391 now, look.
Yeah, I was just looking the other day. It was like 381. It's like, wow.
He won't speak to us soon, Jerry.
Yes, I know. I know. We can say we were on it when you weren't the big time channel, right?
I don't want it to go too. The problem with me is I like to have it low. I don't want it to go too high. I'm quite happy the way it is, to be honest, and I want it to stay like that, to be honest. It sounds really weird, but if you have too many subscribers, it's just a little bit more. It shouldn't be pressure, but you think, hang on, you got to do a little bit more to keep people happy in that, and I don't want to be like that, to be honest with you. I'd rather just have it nice and low key, if you know what I mean.
Let me read Zedhead's comment here. If you put your logo on the video, it ties it to you. Okay. If you start another channel and can prove you own both YouTube channels, they can do nothing. It would cost them too much. Yeah. I don't know how to prove it other than because,
it's a difficult one, isn't it?
Sending me a check for both of them. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because they can do what they want, really. YouTube, can't they?
Well, if nothing else, they can make your life painful.
Good evening, Tolga. They can, yes, I know, and it's not right, really. After you think how long your channel's been going, you got 500 subs, and all the advertising they've had from that. They're making money from that, aren't they?
The funny thing about that, guys, is I've probably lost 500 subscribers on that channel too. So for about every 2 subscribers I get, I lose 1. So,
but I don't know about you. I mean, it's very rare I look at the old analytics on it, but I think a lot of people that watch my vids aren't subscribed anyway.
Yes, that's true.
I get that a lot as well. Yeah,
it's strange.
The only thing
that's one thing you do want to buy, Joe. I don't know about a new microphone.
What's that?
What Dunk bought was the he bought his pile cushion for his saddle on the V-Strom. One of those airbag inflatable ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Was that the one that Jerry's had them, money? That sort of ones? Don't they call them?
I have the Airhawks and Freedom Airs.
Yeah, that's the one.
I've had about 8 or 9 of them.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get one.
Don't blow it up real high. I'll just tell you that. It'll last the first time you hit a bump on the road.
Oh yeah, I'll bet.
I'm just
had a comment. He was riding. I brought my Kawasaki out to St. Louis, Missouri. He came from Vermont, and he was riding that, and he had it blown up pretty high. And I said, "Yeah, I think you got a little too high." "Oh no, Uncle Jerry, I got it just right." He was crying for within about 10 minutes. It was crushing him. You know what I mean? With it when he sat on the Airhawk. So he soon let some of that air out of there.
And they manually pump it up to the pressure you want.
Yeah, well, it's got like a little screw-on valve that you just turn it and let the air out. It's pretty simple. It takes a few seconds to do it.
I think Dunk bought his off of AliExpress or Temu, one of the Chinese ones. I don't know if it makes you squint when you sit on that one.
You said on it wrong. I'm just telling you, it's not comfortable.
Yes, I'm going to look at one of those. I think
they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I've bought a lot of them. You want to get. They look bigger in the pictures than they actually are. So if you think it's about the right size, you might want to get one size bigger.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking, Stu's got his Action 4 nailer. He could plug it in and use it as a webcam.
Which one?
Zedhead. He's got his new Action 4 that he could plug it in a webcam and get on here.
Are they the ones that the track you as well?
I don't know, but watch this. This Insta-Race, whatever it is, hang on.
Oh, wow. Hello there. Live.
I don't know. This Insta-Race 360 Base Pro, it's got face tracking. And I thought I'll use that tonight. But the minute you move, the thing's going all over. You'd have been seasick by the end of the night. So we turned it off.
I turned stuff off by accident, though. You know, you're right. I rode in this beautiful road that you're not going to see on my video because I had the camera pointed the wrong direction.
Wow.
You were on single lens, weren't you?
A video of outtakes is probably a good thing to do, I suppose. And it's interesting as well.
Oh, no, it'd be too long.
Yeah, mine. I delete all mine.
I don't think I ever go out without screwing up the video. You know, either video, the audio, or both.
Yeah, well, the worst thing for me is the audio, because I go out, best intentions to take a nice video. The video's okay. I start talking halfway through the video, and then I lose me track what I'm talking about. Then the video's broken, and I'm not really good at continuing the talking, if you know what I mean. Some people are really good at it, but me, I'm not. I'm rubbish at it.
I don't ever do more than one take. I just do one take. That's it. Whatever it is, that's what it is.
Yeah, you get what you get.
Yeah, that's what it is. You know, I watch the guys like MotoBob and the Mist and the Flyer and those guys. I mean, they're just word perfect, and they just spit out words, 1,000 per minute. I could never do that, I don't think.
Good evening, Dylan. Welcome to the stream. I'm trying to get, when I see people I know, I'm trying to get a word out there. I can't quick enough chat. I can't quick enough type in the comments. So
just to show you how bad that face tracking is, I'll unplug it and I'll put it back in on face tracking.
Go on then. Let's have a laugh. You're not going to walk around he'll probably start walking around the room, Jerry. And we'll be able to see what he's got in his room. Make sure there's no hidden things stuck in the corner.
We just need to know where all the drawers he's got that camera stuff is, Joe. I'll send you over and I'll split it with you.
Exactly, yeah. You might have a skeleton in the cupboard. You never know. Use a paramedic, by the way. So that's
he's retired now.
Yeah, he is retired, yes, and he's probably very happily retired. I'm not far off that. I'm only 3 years off that.
Oh, now 3 years.
Yeah, we've got a lot going on in the side chat, and apologies for not even keeping up with it. I can't know what's going on. There's all sorts going on there, but I can't keep up with it. But I'll have to have a look after. It's just going so fast. But you had your video that you did with the racing down the salt flats, 148 miles an hour, I think it was, something like that. It's done really well. And what have you got anything planned for next year, or you're not going to mention anything you're going to be planning?
Yeah, I got a friend coming up in Arizona, from Arizona. We're going to do a ride, but I'm trying to do some drag racing here in September on a Kawasaki. And you may or may not see that if I do it, because if I get out there and have a senior moment, I might not show it. You're killing me there, Nige.
The way you performed the way you performed on the Rocket 3, there's no chance it's going to be a bad one. It'd be a good one.
Oh, drag racing is kind of a funny thing. It's kind of you walk. When you're out in a drag strip.
It's not working. My tracking's not working. Sorry.
But it does it, and then it zooms. The minute you move, it zooms in. Oh dear, that's making me seasick. Anyway, once you get this moving, it's hard to stop it.
So drag racing's a bit different to on the salt flats. Obviously, it's shorter. You just got like 2 or 3 miles, 2 miles, and then 1 mile.
Yeah, and it's like walking on fly paper. You've ever seen fly paper? You put your foot down at the drag strip. Sometimes it's hard to pick it back up, and you get too much traction on these bikes. Where'd Nige go?
I think he's tracked himself out of the room. The tracking is looking out the window or something like that. It's probably nowhere near where it is.
Well, anyway, it's so much traction that all the bikes want to do is wheelie, and you got to be real careful about that.
Yeah, you got to know how to control it, keep it down. I suppose that's the hardest.
Yeah, I've bought some fork seals because of that before.
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah, you showed that one anyway, didn't you? When you did a bit of pogo sticking or pogo, and you said they call it.
I only did 3 pogos though. Not bad.
Yeah. You did better than I would do. I'd probably be crashed if I pulled a wheelie like that now. One day I used to have an RD350 LC.
Lovely.
And they were really wicked for wheeling. I could wheelie them no problem. But nowadays, I don't think I would give it a try, to be honest. Too dangerous.
Well, you got a very drag strip. You get a very small area that you can stay within. You got a concrete wall on one side. You got a rider on the other side, and a lot of people. A lot of motorcycle guys have problems out the drag strip. They pop wheelies and they come down real hard on a gas tank and knocks the air out of them. Then they fall over. Yeah, they're usually youngsters that do that.
Yeah, no, it's good. You've had a really good career, and I hope you really do a little more racing. Because I'd love to see you doing well on the track and everything.
Well, I want to go back. I'd like to go back. If I go back to Bonneville, I want to get a good shot at a record. Then I'd like to get a good shot at 200 miles an hour.
Wow. What would you do that in?
Huh?
What vehicle, what bike would you do that in?
I gotta find somebody that's not watching this video here that will supply me the bike.
I would love to supply you with a bike, Jerry, but my pockets are empty.
I think you're 125. We would need a lot of wind to get us up to that speed.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting. 125 that does 200 miles an hour. That would be it. Everybody would watch that one for sure. There's
a guy out there racing this week. They did another thing. He's riding a 125 supercharged 2-stroke that he's got stretched out that he built. He can. It's just fantastic. I don't know how fast he's gonna go, but man, just the creativity of some of those guys just really make you're jealous. I can ride them, but I cannot build them.
Yeah, there's a lot of people with a lot of talents out there who can do all that, no problem.
Yeah, and Jerry, sorry, Joe, Stu said, is it slippery on that salt? And I know I asked you previously, didn't I? And I think you said you get. Like
it is. I think it's that somebody said quoted about a 40% friction coefficient or whatever, 0.4 or whatever of it is. It can be. This time that was out there pretty good, and wasn't a problem at all. And the bike handled perfectly. But last time I was racing on skims of water with a bike that was terrible. And Of course, you know the result of that wasn't too good.
Yeah.
I said, Zedhead said, drag racing bike is mental, wearing an armor plate to protect you from piston smashing your chest.
Yeah, that was a pretty hard fall that was for you, that, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was not too. It was just like jumping out of your car about 80 miles an hour. It's not good.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, look, there's me mate back again. Look. Trouble is, half my head disappears.
Yeah, that's really good. I kind of looks like you're vacationing someplace.
Now Dylan's saying you saw an RD350 out for ride today. Now you don't see many of them around. They're quite expensive now.
I rode one.
You have difficulty finding a good one.
Have you seen Guy Martin trying to break the 300 miles on a Hayabusa? I have seen Guy Martin out at the Bonneville Salt Flats in 2016 on a Triumph Streamliner, and it was a piece of crap. The bike was. He was a great rider. Couldn't understand a word he said, though.
Neither could we.
The bike was so small, he had to kind of get dressed when he got in. He like put one leg in, then put the other leg and kind of cramp it up. And he's looking at it with one eye and trying to see out the bubble. I mean, that guy's a fantastic rider. Just fantastic.
Oh, he got no fear, is he?
Yeah, he's had a few crashes though, hasn't he? He's got a few pins and things inside him somewhere with it.
You know, way he rides, you know, you're going to. But he's got that open bike. You're trying to break it out on a airfield, you know. And it's safer to a point, but you don't, if you miss your shutdown area, you're screwed because you have no room.
Good evening, Sick. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here.
I mean, as someone who's experienced it, Jerry, what's that salt like when you thud into it? Is that hard?
It's got to be hard.
I still got salt in the helmet I crashed in. It's still jammed up every place.
Yeah, it's getting out. You have to give it a good clean when you finished off, because when you did the strip down of that, I thought you're just going to wash it down with a hose, get all the salt off, put it on your trailer and disappear. But you stripped the whole head down and everything, which is
well, we had to do that as part of the technical inspection. They want to make sure your engine size is not too big, so we really couldn't. You really have to put it back together, then clean all the salt off of it because it just gets everywhere.
Yeah. So Zedhead,
the bike is back together like the one behind me. It's back together and it's back with the owner and he's riding it. So,
yeah. And Zedhead's Guy Martin holds a record at Pikes Peak. Not sure it still stands. What's that record he holds? What's that record?
Yeah, they don't run since like 2019 or 2020. A guy on a Ducati went up there, the Pikes Peak version of it, the Ducati, and he crashed. But I think they don't let motorcycles race here anymore. They banned them from the Pikes Peak.
Yeah. But
I don't think he holds a record anymore. I think that guy, before he crashed, beat Guy Martin. But he's just a heck of a rider. I mean, you put him on anything, and he's just good.
I think he went around the TT track as well, didn't he, at some stage or other, a few times? He's done a lot of racing.
Oh yeah, he does all kinds of stuff. You know, I like him, but I had to put the closed captions on when he talks.
Yeah,
you know,
he's got an admirer anyway. Sickmaster likes him anyway, so you know he's got one. I'm trying to think of the blooming word now. Fan, shall I say?
Wow.
Trying to get out there.
Well, was it him that did the? I think they built something on the back of a van or a truck, and he was on a push bike, and he was in the slipstream of it. It was in like a pod on the back. I'm sure that was Guy.
I've seen those guys do that. They'll run up to 100 miles an hour with a bicycle.
Oh, crazy.
On a little tires that thin. You know.
Yeah.
You wouldn't catch me doing that, although the 125 is near enough that size of tires on that compared to my NT. Tiny.
Hey Joe, why don't you get your bike all fixed up? We'll take it out to Bonneville Salt Flats. That'll be a good video.
I'll get it sent across, no problem.
You'll need to get it supercharged first for Jerry.
Yeah. It'd only take you about $15,000 to get it to run, though.
Cost me more to get that over there, Jerry.
Yeah.
This Guy Martin's done 130 mile an hour average speed lap of the Isle of Man.
Yeah.
37.7 miles a lap. That's pretty.
And I seen him
going,
crash over there too. He had a really bad crash over there.
He's a lorry mechanic originally. Ah, a lorry. Is that a lorry mechanic? Like a lorry mechanic. Yeah.
Yeah, he still works on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and no, Six's a very, very knowledgeable person. He knows quite a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, mechanically he's really good.
Yeah, I never knew that.
Yeah. I was surprised Dunk's not chipped in. He's a bit of an expert with the old crashing, you know, Dunk. Have you seen Jobby's video where he came? Basically, there was a lorry on the side of the road, and he came around the corner just as a car decided to come onto his side of the road. And I don't know whether Dunk just dabbed the brake gently or whatever, but the front went, and he was lucky actually. And in the video, you see it in slow motion as the car just goes past his head.
Yeah,
very lucky.
Those are the close ones.
I'm pairing him with Tart.
You guys over there, do you have Amish communities?
Over where?
Oh, over in the UK. We have a lot of Amish communities, and they don't use cars, they use the buggies, right? And they're out on the road with the horse and buggies. And we were out riding with my nephews this last week, and my nephew almost run right up the back of one of those with his GS. I mean, it was close.
What do you call them?
Amish community.
I think we call them Amish, don't it?
I've never heard of them.
Yeah, they're kind of a. They're not. It's a religious type thing. They don't use like telephones or electricity or
no mobile phones.
No, they build a lot of great stuff. They don't use any of that stuff. You know, and they pretty much stay within themselves and don't bother anybody. They're nice people. They don't do anything.
Stu just said we call them Welsh.
Do they drive buggies? They get out in the road. They have the little triangles on the back of their buggies. They're always black, and they get out there and they're going like 20 miles an hour. And you come rip around turn 80 miles an hour, you're gonna close the distance pretty rapidly.
Wow.
Yeah. Right, that thing's doing my head in. I'm going to disappear. You'll have to let me back in again, Joe.
I'll try and let you back in. Yeah.
I got a hold of him. He can't get back in.
That's the thing with technology like that. Sometimes it's a bit too much, isn't it? Really, they're handy if you're on a bike or something. I don't know really. If you're doing this sort of thing where you're sitting down, it's probably good if it tracks okay. But if it's doing in and out and everything, it's not very good. All green screen. Yep. Now green screen is probably the best way to go. Pardon?
We can do that, Joe.
Yeah, we can do that. But the thing is, we haven't got tracking devices. Like Nige can afford them, but we can't. You know, Nige is retired. He's got a nice big heavy pension.
We can do the simulated one.
I can hear him somewhere. It needs a little bit of tweaking, doesn't that? I think.
Nation in the mod here.
Here he is. We're back again. No. He's back again. There we are. He's back again.
I've turned it off, but it keeps turning it back on now for some reason.
Yeah. Has it gone back on again now? It's got any sort of AI in it. It's probably
it's off. Yeah. That Instarace Pro's got AI built into it, so
yeah.
I was just reading what Stu's saying about the Amish.
I've never even heard. To be honest with you, I've never even heard of it till this.
They make
you learn a lot when doing channels.
They go and help each other build barns, and they build a lot of good furniture. You know, just it's really nice stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I think it's time for me to put my my banner up. Have you seen this banner before? Let me just put this banner on here. You'll probably know what it is. It's my final 5-minute countdown. I think it is anyway. No, it's not. Not that one yet. This one here. Is it? No, it's not. No, this one here. If I don't get it right, it doesn't matter anyway. Basically, I've got about another 10 minutes or so in the stream, and then I'm going to close the stream. So just a little bit of pre-warning. 5 minutes before, I'll say a few shout-outs for people in the comments for coming along. Because I do like all the people who do come along to the stream. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate you guys for coming along and actually being there live, because not everybody likes coming on live. I do put the link in the comments if anybody on the next stream or whatever wants to pop in. Just click the link and pop along. I don't have any problem with that. Let me say a few little. Let me list all the people who are in the side chat for now. We've got Jerry's Flat Cap Cafe Racer. He was in the side chat before the show even started, so he was very keen to get here. Thanks for that. Nige was here as well. There's Nige. The links will all be in the comments later. That's Todd29. We've had Moto Tour Ireland. I'm just going to go through the list, not like I normally do. Zedhead has been in the side chat. We've had MotoBaumVirginia. Zedhead. Who else have we had? Normally I get help here from Nige, but you know, he looks like he's playing around with the camera at the moment.
Oh, I'm typing, so I'm answering Dylan in a minute.
Oh, we've got Brown Chicken came in. He's still here probably, I think, somewhere or other. MotoBaumVirginia, Zedhead. Tolga's been here. Yeah, thank you very much, Tolga. I really do appreciate you popping along.
German Sick Bastard had a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah, Sick Bastard's been giving us a bit of information as well.
Yep.
Very knowledgeable. So thank you for coming along, Sick. I do appreciate it. Zedhead, Tolga. It's been quite a busy afternoon, to be honest with you, or evening.
Yep.
I don't like missing anybody here, but there's times where I have missed somebody. I don't like missing anybody on the side.
It's my nap time, so
we've had Dylan as well, been on channel. Thanks for coming along, Dylan. And who else have we had?
Howie's just turned up.
Oh, Howie's just turned up, is he? That's nice. Right at the last minute. He probably doesn't. He probably wants me to keep the stream going from the 10 minutes, so I don't mind. If he wants to pop on, he can. Oh yeah, there he is. Yeah, just got home. Yeah, I just got down to this. So you just got in there, Howie. There's Howie. So I've been right down to the bottom list. Thank you everybody for coming along. And Howie's just turned up, which is great. Always like to see Howie. He's a great person. Check his channel out.
Hey Joe,
those Morris dancers.
What's that? Yeah.
Find out where, who lives.
We'll find out where the stash of cameras are and the microphones. I'll have the microphones. You can have the cameras.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Sick. Really appreciate it, and take care over there. And I hope your is your bike working better now? The problem you had with the fuel, because he's been having a problem with his on his motorbikes, where it's been cutting out on the fuel. And I said it might be the fuel, or it could be a vacuum in the tank or something like that. But last night I heard he put some like an additive or something in the tank with some decent fuel, and I think it was running good since then. Hopefully it's pretty good for you there, Sick. So hope it's back to normal, running proper. Smooth. I don't know what that means, Nige. Smooth as a baby's bum, though. Whatever that means. Does that mean anything to you?
Yeah. When we met up with Zed and Lockwood and all that, when we did our Scotland tour, Stu had a beard that was like down here, and he looked like a serial killer.
Beard,
but he shaved it off, and I didn't recognise him at first when I first saw him in the video with no beard.
Well, beards are coming back. Old Mac. He was on here last week.
Yeah.
A wonderful guy. I was listening today with some what he's talking about, and he can tell a really good story. I'm going to go back and listen to some of this.
Yeah, no, he's on about like the 50s, 60s, 70s.
And he's got a lovely beard, and beards are back because who is it? Trying to think of his name. What's the one with the round? No, with the beard is what's his name?
What is right?
New biker. Yeah. Exactly like him. He's got the lovely long beard like that, and it's down to about here or something in it. And he's got nice.
I call him the Rain Man.
Yeah, I think everybody they're getting quite common beards now. They're coming back in fashion for sure.
I think I would never ride with New Biker. I think he's a very pleasant person, but every place he rides, it rains. every
Yeah,
place.
He does, yeah.
He's bad luck when it comes to rain.
Yeah, he does a lot of help. He does a lot of things for charities and stuff, though.
Oh, he does. He's a
I think I was watching a video. I'm watching a video not long back. He did a photo shoot, and it's for prostate cancer.
Yeah.
And he went and did a photo shoot, and he got all the pictures and things. He was posing with all his pictures, and I thought that was quite good of him to do something like that. And he does all the he rides around the when they're doing the races and stuff, you know, the runs. He goes around the courses to make sure they're clear.
Weather. I mean, he goes out when he starts riding. It looks bad. So, you know, he's a true motorcyclist, is what I'd say.
Yeah, he's a very nice person as well. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up here. I'm going to thank everybody for coming along. Now, I'm in the unlucky position. I have to go to work in the morning. And you lucky people.
I've heard about this work thing.
Yeah,
I'll sleep in for you.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll be thinking about you when I wake up in the morning.
Steady on, sailor.
Now, what's that all about? I missed that. Oh, as long as it was taken away from this side. Now I missed that one. I'm gonna have to go and look at that.
Yeah, Stewie said he had to shave his beard off. It was tickling his wife's thighs. I said, as long as it wasn't tickling my wife's thighs.
Oh, yeah. I think you better end this quick, Joe.
I think I better end it. Right. Thanks very much, everybody. A wonderful evening, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.
All right.
And hopefully, I'll have ordered a radio mic by then when I decide.
But the offer's there. If you want to try that before you buy one, let me know.
Before I buy one? Yeah, I will do. Yeah, certainly.
No, Nige. We need to let Joe buy about 3 or 4 of them when he can't find what I like. Maybe I can give him some gift cards.
Well, I can do a video review on every single one, and I'll make it worth me while, you see, because I get a video out of it, get a few views out of it. It'll be good.
Get the few payments. All right, guys.
Hello, 2-4. I'm going to mention 2-4 because he's here now as well. 2-4, we're just about disappearing now, but thank you very much for coming along. I did put the link in the community. What I do, I put the about an hour before every stream I put a comment in the community page on my channel. But this time I missed it off, so a lot of people might have missed it. So I apologize for that. That's my fault completely that there are people who are late here. So it's my own fault. So thanks for coming along anyway, 2-4. Really appreciate it. Yeah, you came on the end. You did.
Harry winter fuel allowance. Cheers, everyone.
Right, have a good evening, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.
Bye.